I'm LeRoy, and I'm going to be teaching CRS 111, the short sale and foreclosure class, at a location very near you in the not too distant future. And I want to talk to you about why I think you should take the course. First of all, let me tell you that Frank Serio and I wrote this course together for the Council of Residential Specialists. We wrote this course with the idea that this would be a way for us to have some impact on the number of foreclosures that were taking place in this marketplace. Since we wrote the course, thousands of people have taken the course and have gone on to get the SFR certification, which is a part of the value in this course. But prior to that, let me say that our goal in writing was to make sure that this was not a course about the legal aspects of foreclosure, but about the ways that we could prevent foreclosure and sell these REO properties, which, as you know, are bank-owned properties. In the course of writing, we were guided by three major principles. One, that this course would be a very logical course, meaning you could take it today and use it tomorrow. We also wanted it to be rational, one in which you didn't have to spend a lot of time figuring things out, that it would be very straightforward. And finally, that it would be a doable course, one that you could actually use without having to think too much about it, and something that you could fit into your current real estate business. And let's talk about your current real estate business. There are a lot of real estate agents who've made a decision not to participate in the sale or listing of these distressed properties. However, the National Association of Realtors reported in January that 38% of all sales that took place in the United States in the month of January were of distressed properties. So if you make that kind of a decision not to participate in the sale or listing of these properties, you've also made a decision to miss 38% of the available business. Now, in putting this class together, we have divided the curriculum into three major parts. One part is on the foreclosure process itself, how we got into this shape, and what we need to do about it. The second segment of the course is the section on REO properties. These are properties that are owned by financial institutions that have been foreclosed on and are being offered on the market for sale. We talk about how to list those properties, we talk about how to sell those properties, and the strategies and techniques necessary to be successful in that arena. The second segment of the course is a course that we talk about on how to prevent foreclosures from happening. And there are a lot of ways to prevent this from happening in addition to short sales. Many people are of the opinion that when a person gets into a problem, it's either going to be a foreclosure or it's going to be a short sale, but that's not necessarily true. There are some other techniques, such one thing that we talk about is forbearance. Another thing we talk about is deeds in lieu of foreclosure, and also the recapitalization of loans in addition to loan modifications. So all of those segments are covered in the course, in addition to one of the largest segments, which is that segment on short sales. In the recent past, the Treasury Department, under the auspices of the federal government, has started a new program called HAFA, H-A-F-A, which is Home Affordable Foreclosure Alternatives. And this program has some significant changes in it that could make the sale and listing of short sale properties a whole lot easier in the future than it's been in the past. And one thing that is a part of this program is that the lender is required to give the homeowner a price at which they will allow the house to be sold short up front, rather than after you have found the buyer and submitted a contract. All of these aspects of the course, I hope you will agree, are an integral part of what is taking place in this distressed property arena. And I think you ought to consider taking the course. It's a lively course. It's a one-day course. And you can get your certification, which will be very valuable to you in the remaining parts of your career. and I'm going to be excited about teaching it, and I want to see you in the classroom. Thanks a lot for listening, and I'll see you later.